G'day, I'm Peter Carberry. I'm the Director General of ICRISAT. My purpose of this video is to introduce our annual report for 2018. I take great pleasure in being able to ask you to have a look at the great work that ICRISAT and our partners have done in 2018. The theme is around healthy food systems, a foundation for a better world. I really like that narrative. It's a positive narrative that points to the long history of agricultural science. ICRISAT in its 47 years is what it's contributed, both in South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. But it also is pointing us to the future about where our imperative should be for our agricultural research. Nutrition is a key agenda looking forward. ICRISAT has done great work in the past and we look to do great research going forward. In actual fact, we see that there's opportunities through the work that we've done in India and the work we do in Africa about getting much greater collaboration across those two major parts of the world, South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, through South-South collaboration. So you'll see in our annual report work reported from India and South Asia and also from Sub-Saharan Africa. And a key agenda is how we connect them better going forward. There is still major risks, the risks of climate change, environmental degradation, around societal risks about how agriculture is perceived going forward. And so we can't not address those major challenges that we see. Our annual report is around nutrition, and ICRISAT in 2018 has done some great work around nutrition. Africa's first biofortified pearl millet was released through our partners. The first biofortified sorghum in India was released, and the first time in India high oleic groundnuts were released also through the work of our partners. And so it's the work we do around our crop breeding programs, it's the work we do with our partners in the value chain and the markets about trying to promote more nutritious crops based on the material that ICRISAT has responsibility for. We have a smart food campaign. Smart food, good for you, good for the planet, good for the small farmer. It's an excellent narrative as we look at the challenges and what the global community want to address looking forward from 2018 into 2019 and beyond. This nutrition narrative in a climate change challenge. The report talks about the work that we do around NRM, about the work we do with smallholder farming communities here in South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, looking at their diets, improving the diet by making it more diversified, having access to better food, safer food. The report has many examples of that. 2018 marked the start of the CGR research program on grain, legumes and dry cereals. That's a program that involves many partners, multiple CGIAR centres, private sector, public sector partners from around the world. It's an excellent example of partnerships for ICRISAT going forward. There's reports in the annual report that highlight some of the contributions of the CRP program. The culmination of the Tropical Legumes 3 project, where over 50 varieties were released by CG centres and partners around the world. I'm greatly honoured to be appointed Director General in 2018. I was the Deputy Director General before that, working for my predecessor, Dr David Bergvinson, and I want to acknowledge the contribution that David made to ICRISAT. He set in train his vision for digital agriculture. It's evident in the iHub here at ICRISAT campus and the work we do with startups around digital agriculture. The work he did in initialising the agenda around modernising crop improvement at ICRISAT and through the CGIAR. That's bearing fruit now with our donors as well supporting that. So thank you, David, for setting ICRISAT on the track there and for providing the opportunity that I have to implement many programs that we worked on together. Lastly, I want to thank our board, our staff, our partners, the many contributors to helping make ICRISAT successful in its work in 2018, reported in our annual report around healthy food systems. But also for the work that we look to go forward. There's still many challenges in the semi-arid tropics. There's many contributions that our science, our 6 important food crops can contribute to the world. So I look forward to meeting many of you over the course of 2019 and 2020, and I hope you enjoy reading about the success in our annual report for 2018. Thank you very much.